Okay, so this was the gram-positive, and this is the layout. So the gram-positive, if you do read the first aid book, it's very similar information, but it's just a different layout. And the reason why I like to do my layout is because for the gram-negative, it has the same sort of layout. So if you have the same layout in your mind, it's easy to remember both. And yeah, so I made a layout myself, so it's something that I'm used to. But okay, so gram negative. How are you gonna categorize the gram negative now? So same thing like what I said that I'll do for the gram positive. You have the gram negative, and you differentiate them between cocci and rods again. Now, I put the rods more in the middle because there's more information on the rods. Okay, so for the cocci, what type of gram-negative cocci do you have? So you have Neisseria. I spelled that wrong. Neisseria. You have two different types, so what is in the box? Neisseria meningitis and Neisseria gonorrhea. Okay. I'm going to need to write information about this and information about this. And how to differentiate between the two. So for instance, you can have it just underneath here, for instance, and write it in pencil. I don't know, Neisseria meningitis and Neisseria gonorrhea. So a capsule. This has a capsule, meningitis does, and gonorrhea does not have a capsule. Yeah. The catalase, they can use maltose as a source of energy. Meningitis can. It's easy to remember because M and M, and gonorrhea cannot. Yeah. So just these little things. And something you need to know is that you need a capsule if you want to cause meningitis. Just to let you know. Okay, so Neisseria. You have two different species, meningitis and gonorrhea, and then you can have Moraxella. I'll put this in a square, and you can write about information here. Yeah, these two are both diplococci, so diplococci. What does diplococci mean? They're not single cocci, but they come as two. Yeah. Okay. So we can look at now gram-negative rods. So rods, how we can differentiate the rods now? Well, how I do it is that I do it by what they infect. For instance, this is that enteric system, so that's to do with intestines, etc. And this one is respiratory, so that's to do with obviously your lungs. And this is animal related, so you see that these are involved with animals. So differentiate them like this. So the enterics. What are the enteric bacteria that you have? So for instance, you have Vibrio. So Vibrio cholera, yeah. You have three different types. So Vibrio cholera, Vibrio volnificans, and para hemolyticus. Is it parahemolytic? I forgot. But Vibrio, you have three. So I just put three here. So you can put three different ones. Pseudomonas, Campylobacteria, Campylobacter, sorry. Helicobacter. Obviously, you write information over here. I did it. I'll show you an example of how I did it after. And then Bacteroides. Obviously, you can leave space between these because I've just done it very compact, and your information, you won't have enough space for the information, but you can spread it out a bit more so you have more information you can write. And then you have a subset called Enterobacteriaceae. Enterobacteriaceae. Okay, so Enterobacteriaceae, you can either have something that are lactose fermenting and non-lactose fermenting. So lactose positive, lactose negative. So positive, what do you have? E. coli, Klebsiella, and negative, Proteus. I'll put them in a box. Yeah. Proteus, Salmonella, actually Yersinia, and Shigella. It's easy to remember this because PSY, like that guy that sang Gangnam Style, Psy, and then plural size. So Shigella as well. And then you try information for these over here. Okay, so respiratory, you have Haemophilus, influenza or whatever. Then you have Bordetella, and then Legionella. Animal related, you can have Brucella, Francisella. I realize I should be writing actually neater. Okay, so Francisella, Pasteurella, and Bartonella. Hopefully you can read them, it's bigger. Okay, so these are the cocci. You can have two. Neisseria moracilla. Gram negative, you have rods, and it can cause GI distress. So you have these. They're not Enterobacteriaceae, so they're up here. And then Enterobacteriaceae, you have lactose positive and lactose negative. Then you have respiratory. You can have Haemophilus, influenza, Bordetella, and Legionella. Brucella, Francisella, Pasteurella, and Bartonella. And we're not finished because you're going to have the things they're called, just like the gram positive, you had a little square box for that extra set of bacteria that doesn't fall into the category. Because as I said, remember the first diagram that I drew, we're just focusing on the cocci and rods and looking at positive cocci and positive rods, negative cocci, negative rods. But then you have that little subset box for instance branched and acid fast, and this box over here for spirochetes. So this one's going to be for spirochetes. And a spirochetes, easy way to remember it as is BLT. So you know, if you eat sandwiches, there's a BLT sandwich. So what does B stand for? Borrelia. L is called Leptospira. Quite easy to notice the spirochete because it's spiral. And Treponema. Okay, Treponema. And then with this you can write, you know, for each one you can write different the information here. And for E. coli, you know that there's different E. coli, so travelers, so you have EHEC, ETEC, etc. So you just write how you want to write the information for them. So there's A as well, write information. I think, let's see what else I add. So okay, so that's the diagram how it would look. I have a sample. This is a very old one that I did. It's not that good. I had a gram-positive one which was really good, but someone lost it, so borrowed it to someone and they lost it. And that was the final copy of it. And I lost the final copies of the negative one too, but I found a very old copy. So this is how I had my information. So you had gram-negative, cocci, and then I wrote information here. And yeah, I wrote information. There's not much information actually here, but I just wrote down the basics because this is a very basic one at that point. And yeah. Oh, yeah, I might as well just add it. So there's oh no, you'll read it in first aid book as well. So there's certain keywords that you can find. So just like saying listeria for gram positive bacteria, you had listeria, which is over here, and it likes the cold. And I remember that Campylobacter likes the hot, so it's like campfire. So you know that it likes temperatures, or it likes temperatures of 42 degrees, but it can live up to 45 degrees, for instance. And yeah, there's other types of keywords that you could have for each bacteria. So yeah, so Haemophilus, I'll just say, so H flu, so influenza, and you have H do crea. Yeah. Okay, anyways, that's it.